Hello, this is the video for Thursday, February the 11th in AP Literature. So Thursdays are a relatively calm day. There's no new curriculum on Thursdays, although we do sometimes have multiple choice quizzes just to start off the class, but not today. Today, we started with one of those Black History Month videos from Miss Rocco and just talked for a little while. And then I asked everyone to sign up to check in with me about their goals. So please do that if you are seeing this video and haven't. It's right here, this Google Doc. And you can pick a time Monday or Tuesday of next week. And then we just spent some time on those goals. So I'm going to show you a model of that in case you're stuck. Today, we just made sure we are finishing up with these. It's really important that we do them at the very beginning of the year or they have a lot less value. And so I pretended to have 3 goals: developing better thesis statements, developing more sophisticated craft, and then the third goal that I made up was multiple choice. So what are some steps I could take for each of those? The goal is to have, I shouldn't use the word goal. The trick is to have measurable tasks, things that are something you can achieve and point to and say, check. So I said, track the text to find a large concept worthy of a thesis. And so that might be me as I'm annotating to read the text, looking for that. What is the concept? What is the concept? What is the concept? That practice becomes part of my goal. And then work on a specific language of the thesis to be all-encompassing and organized. So just like the actual thesis itself, how is it structured? And lastly, work on the placement of the thesis in a paper, so making sure I know where to put it. My second goal, more sophisticated craft. That's a really big abstract goal. How can we make it measurable? Mastering mid-sentence punctuation, especially commas and semicolons. So maybe I'm going to spend extra time making sure I've got those 2 pieces of punctuation. And maybe I want to make myself a master, or at least achieve the use of a colon. And then lastly, work on sentence variety. Try to make sure my sentences are different lengths in a paragraph. My last goal, perform at an 80%, that already is measurable on multiple choice quizzes. And maybe to get there, I say, I'm going to review each multiple choice quiz we take and study what I missed. I'll take an additional practice quiz 1 a week on AP Classroom. And maybe my last goal will be to meet with Ms. Deegan every 2 weeks during Friday office hours to take 1 together. So those are some good examples of goals that are measurable. You could have, there's just, the world is your oyster here. I pulled all primary goals. Certainly, you can choose from the secondary goal list too, which is at the bottom here. The secondary goals of the course are they're secondary, but they're still important. Public speaking and presentations, individual expressions through mediums other than writing, and collaborative work skills. All right, lastly, today we tracked our first week. So you kind of have your own system here that works, but in general, what I'm asking you to do is fill out the box every week with some data. So my first pieces of data, I generate 1 thesis this week for the timed write. It wasn't great. It was plot-based. There's my data. Craft, this was okay. I had no errors in my timed write for grammar, but my sentence writing was just okay. And lastly, multiple choice quizzes. This doesn't apply this week. You can write that sometimes. So I'm beginning to collect my baseline data to see how I'm improving in this realm as I go. And that is what I'd like you to do. So fill out that first box. So for your homework, BGD, no BGD homework. Goal sheet, fill out your first reflection to set up a baseline. Reading, there is no new reading. We're going to talk about Good Country People all next week. So we're just going to slow it down and let everyone make sure they are mastering these early concepts. And that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody.